Venkaiah Naidu ji, who is our chief guest today, to present the convocation address.
ओडिशार मान्यवर राज्यपाल एवं विश्वविद्यालय कुलपति प्रोफेसर गणेश लाल जी, ओडिशार मान्यवर मंत्री डॉक्टर अरुण कुमार साहू, उत्कल विश्वविद्यालय उपकुलपति प्रोफेसर सबिता जी, उत्कल विश्वविद्यालय रजिस्ट्रार डॉक्टर अभय कुमार नायक, सम्मान सूचक डिग्री सम्मान जनक प्राप्तकर्ता जय वाने आम सहित एठारे अच्छन्ति। श्री शक्ति कुमार दास जी, गवर्नर रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, श्री गिरीश चंद्र मुर्मू CAG of India, कुमारी जस्टिस संजू पांडा, ऑनरेबल जज ऑफ द ओडिशा हाई कोर्ट, डॉक्टर अजित कुमार मोहंती, डॉक्टर विजय कुमार साहू, प्राध्यापकराओ, कर्मचारीगण, अभिभावक, प्रिय छात्रा छात्री माने, भाई भवनी माने, नमस्कार। यही सुंदर मंदिर मालिने सहर भुवनेश्वर रे दिबा उत्कल विश्वविद्यालय 50तम समावर्तन समारोह अवसर रे उपस्थिति होई मु अत्यंत आनंदित। समस्त छात्र छात्री मानन को मोर अभिनंदन एवं शुभेच्छा। My dear youngsters, parents, faculty members, syndicate members, and also the other guests who have been invited to this function, it gives me immense pleasure to be here on the occasion of 50th convocation of Utkal University in this beautiful temple city of Bhubaneswar. I am glad to know that Utkal University is the mother university of the state of Odisha and the 17th University of Undivided India. With its 27 postgraduate departments, 8 centers of excellence, and an international cell, the university is truly educational lodestone of Odisha. I compliment Utkal University on being accredited with A+ grade by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NACC, in India in 2016. That itself is a reflection of its high education standards and its uncompromising adherence to excellence. My dear students, needless to say, the day of convocation marks an important day in your lives. Yet, this milestone is the beginning of your journey. To get to this point was an important achievement in itself, to which I commend you. The personal competencies that you got here, passion, perseverance, and tenacity, an open mind to learn will be important to you throughout your lives. Nurture them. These attributes will guide you throughout your lives. Many of you will be moving out of the sheltered confines of a university and entering the real world, replete with its own set of challenges, issues, and opportunities. The process of transition will not be easy, but I am sure that with the value system and the training that you have been given by the teachers and gained from this university, you will be able to face the world with confidence. New education policy focuses primarily on instilling in our students this ability to face the world with confidence. The aim of education is not only cognitive development, but also building character and creating a holistic and well-rounded individuals equipped with the key 21st century skills. My dear friends, we must not forget that India had a glorious tradition of international education. The ancient Indian universities, Takshashila, Nalanda, Vallabhi, and Vikramshila had thousands of students from India and other parts of the world studying in vibrant multidisciplinary environment in those days. We should bring back this great Indian tradition to create well-rounded and innovative individuals who will have the distinctive ability to transform the country both socially and economically. Odisha has a rich, inspiring story. This great land of Kalinga taught the lessons of peace to Emperor Ashoka, who began to follow the policy of conquest through Dharma Vijaya. The kings of Odisha played an important role in building cross-cultural links with the Southeast Asia and the spread of Hinduism and Buddhism there. The Kalinga Empire was also known for its glorious maritime traditions, such was their dominance over the sea, that Kalidas in his famous work, Raghuvamsha, referred to the king of Kalinga as the Lord of the Seas. The daring ocean-faring merchants of Kalinga established trade links with Sri Lanka, Java, Borneo, Sumatra, Bali, and Burma. Presence of large number of coins and artifacts, including Roman objects in excavation, points to a flourishing trading society in ancient Odisha. Even today, the people here celebrate a festival, Bali Yatra, in the memory of their maritime ancestors whose skills and entrepreneurship made Kalinga the prosperous empire of its time. My dear students, I want you to take inspiration from their stories and imbibe the spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation. Our universities and education institutes also have an important role in this. They should equip the students with requisite skills so that they can emerge as job creators, not as mere job seekers. I also want to remind you of Odisha's Bhaumakata dynasty that had a long succession of women rulers in 9th and 10th century. Bhaumakara queens defined patriarchal norms and ruled successfully for some 200 years. These are the shining examples that should make every Indian proud. I urge upon the younger generation to read about such stories and pledge to fight against gender discrimination. In fact, our youth should be in the forefront of fighting all social evils like casteism, communalism, corruption, and gender discrimination and social discrimination. Odisha is also special in the way that it has a sizable tribal population. The state is home to 62 different tribal communities who constitute 23% of the state's total population and 9.7% of the total tribal population of our country. Therefore, the development and welfare of these tribal communities should be our priority. Hence, I would emphasize that we should approach the tribals with respect and sensitivity. Paternalistic attitude is wrong. Truth is that we have a lot to learn from the tribal communities who live a simple life in harmony with nature. A study by Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe Research and Training Institute revealed that the tribal population of Odisha was largely untouched by the COVID-19 pandemic. The unique customary practice and the traditions of tribals have been credited for keeping the infection at bay. The study notes by the habit the tribals mostly walk in rows instead of in groups. While walking, they maintain a reasonable distance from one another. Such safe distancing and hygienic norms rooted in the tribal culture coupled with the natural food have helped them stay safe during pandemic. I suggest the universities should focus on these positive aspects of tribal communities and include them in their curriculum. I would also like institutions like the Utkal University to take up research on issues faced by our tribal brethren and actively contribute to policy formation for their development and well-being. Another topic I would like to importantly stress for the states like Odisha, its disaster management. You have seen regular occurrence of cyclones, floods and droughts in the state. Therefore, it is imperative to make disaster management an integral part of our education from early days. This would prepare us better to face any such calamity in future. I hope Utkal University will take lead in this regard. My dear students, you are our next generation of academicians, researchers, managers, civil servants, lawyers and readers. You must remember that your future is intertwined with the future of this country. And this is not mere rhetoric. You should never forget that discipline, honesty, hard work are the key to success in any field, including public life. You would be sensitive to the needs of that excluded. You have great economic potential and can improve the Human Development Index in all counts. You can fight hunger, disease, ignorance and every other evil that retard our growth. And the youth is the key for change and is social awareness and sensitivity that can ensure the change we dream of. I wish you all the best of your lives. I urge you to embrace the challenges and get ahead of change. Find your purpose and take share in shaping the new world. Become creators of the future. You can do it. And my best wishes are with you. I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate Sri Shaktikanta Das, the Governor, son of the soil, the Reserve Bank of India, Sri Girish Chandra Murmu, Controller and Auditor General of India, Kumari Justice Sanju Panda, Orissa High Court Judge, Dr. Ajit Kumar Mohanty, Director Baba Atomic Research Center, and Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu, Advisor Government of Odisha, for being conferred honoris causa from this prestigious university. I once again congratulate the recipients of the degrees, doctoral degrees, and the gold medalists. I also extend my best wishes to the faculty members, teaching and non-teaching staff, and the family members and the guardians of the graduating students on this momentous day. I always stress on one point, that is nature, culture, together for better future. Our country, we have a demographic dividend. 65% of our youth, our population is below 35 years. So if you shape your future in a better manner, and if you excel in your profession, in your avocation, you will be able to take the country forward. It is our bounden duty to see that we bring happiness to the people through our hard work. So discipline, hard work, dedication, determination are equally important. I hope you will follow them in your future, and I wish you all, once again, all the best. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.